You participated today in the hearing on improving the protection of whistleblowers. What was the key message that came up during the hearing and that you would like to address in your report?
Well, we had two people, Mr. Snowden, who joined us with the video link from Moscow, and Ms. Myers from the Whistleblowing Protection Network. The key message from Mr. Snowden was that he had gone to great length inside to blow the whistle. He wasn't able, so he always got no reply or an oral reply or no formal reply, so he had to go outside. And all the accusations which had been leveled against him, like he was actually hurting national security, was putting lives at risk, there was no proof of that. We did invite last time the American and British authorities. They politely declined to be present here, so they could have done their part of the story. What also was a surprise that he revealed that he'd actually applied for asylum in 20 countries, among which countries like Germany, the Netherlands, France, Belgium. And they were all, he didn't even receive replies. So, for instance, Germany didn't allow him to travel to Germany, but the German parliament wanted him to participate into an inquiry for the NSA, and at the same time doesn't reply to an asylum request, while he's still in Russia on a temporary asylum. It looks like Western countries are struggling greatly to deal with Mr. Snowden.
How far can we go with the protection of the whistleblowers when it comes to the national security?
Well, there are special rules in national security. So, I mean, you can disclose a lot less when when state security and state secrecy is involved. And one of the aims of this report is seeing whether we can have good rules and whether Mr. Snowden seems to have kept to these rules. So far, a first glance at what has happened, it looks like Mr. Snowden didn't reveal anything he should not have revealed, or at least no specific point has been pointed out to me, and we've been at this research for quite some time. So that's important. The same thing is that, like he was saying, you don't need to be a lawyer to figure out that if you're eavesdropping on all Germans, that's probably not constitutional, and that it's not only constitutional rights which are involved, but also human rights.
You are preparing the report on this issue.
Yeah.
What will be the next step? Do you want Mr. Snowden to come to this building, to the Council of Europe?
Well, we tried very hard to get him here, and we've had quite a few conversations at the highest level of government in Europe and in the US, and unfortunately it failed. We were unable to get him here, and I see that somewhat as a personal failure. So we want him to cooperate in all kinds of investigations. Even the US is now quickly changing its laws, so they're actually acting on everything Mr. Snowden reveals. And I think that's very commendable that the US is doing that. But still we're unable to protect him and leave him in Moscow, which is not his place of choice. So yeah, that's a real pity.
Thank you very much.